Yeah, transformations. We transform ourselves to transform for people. I hope so will be a way. And then there was some small discussion. So that's why I'm telling you, I watch the video and you check. Now, you discussion be our. But that's why I share this video, invite people. Thank you very much for joining. I hope say watch your life and we invite people to join us. To say the maker no obi bia na follow me at him say me partisan politics. I don't do that. And I personally feel say MPP ni NDC for Ghana for bro. Yeah, that's what I feel. Because since 1992 yeah they sa fourth republic iba mu ina we be di 8 years no ko. We be di 8 years no ko. Okay, kabomwa 32 years abako. Okay? Edin kind 1992 all the way to 2000 NDC baby ruling. From 2001 baby see 2012 and 2028 2008 and I ko force better so from 2008 at amos ne president of CCC better so to 2016 from 2017 all the way to 2024 and then before that so to check here will be the 16 years e wa konwa so MPP and this is 16 years so come on me no bomu 32 good years MPP ni NDC for ababedi Ghana so omaya omo part but obisa me as an honest person I will just tell you say MPP for ni NDC for the 32 years now from 1992 to 2004 now sa almost 32 years in the sign now make us say bro. They have not been very good to us, very nice to us. Yes, they have not. Because they are telling us, so be a CEO, Nipanangasa na the company. So be a CEO and check Nani Pan life as financially. You cannot blame anybody because you're a Juma no and at the end of the day, no or benefit from a Juma no and the way he is, so you cannot blame him. To be a CEO now, if you can make it before the company and the car back up. Actually, what talk for tenor. You can't blame anybody in a human way. But say, oh, if I was a president, if I was a minister, if I was an MP, you are not supposed to become very wealthy when we are suffering. Because okay? The CEO of a company, or no na OT so or Chinabi was a CEO no within a short time. The life was a separate when you see Cassie are dying out to talk casa. You cannot blame him because he owns that business. And a man moya juma or no moya the servant tria moka. So you can expect say one away servant no will be sika asking a will see you. And I mean what? Until they come despite and because all these great men on Morgana. Omona bi omajuma and oma fa nkrofo de egu adwuma num nti the despite the car mu na waye ne automobile museum waye we you cannot say anything bad against him e ono na adwuma ana ma mo ye adwuma woni nyina multi musa omfa the same peace minim say peace FM na say despite media for workers ni nyina no ye adwuma ma no mo nyina mo ye ne servant you guys are serving under him. I didn't know within a year, and say, Sebi, opinion quite a desperate way, ye tam now was this is down to Casa, and a Juma no ye, and there's some fast forever, and with D. So you guys cannot say anything about it. He's the CEO, and the 8 year Juma Foka. Why a year, a Juma to fast one. But yet the bad politics more. The president, nay, the ministers, and the MPs, nay. MCs they are supposed to be serving us. The young Ghana for any CEO or the company Ghana. And no more president Kahon, the vice Kahon, and then appointee sitting in Kahon to the MCE, to the assemblyman. Omunino a servant or more working under our business in Ghana. So why is there? So corporate world. Na sebi despite media Adwumayefo no a omoye servant no entimu nya sika ensin despite, because despite ni sika na wonya no emfaso ni bi no obeyidi etu adwumayefo no ka. So at the end of the day no obeki keep the chunk part of ne emfaso no. But what the bar a politicizer, you see say politicians are not supposedly omoye servants no. Omo ye ye sin yen ye CEO, ye the owners of the company Ghana no. Why? If you say they are not there to serve, they are there to enrich themselves. Sana Africa politics in it here. Right from PNDC time, you want crofobia or mabusia forward positions up to now. And into Mashada so tam. Sika any more problem. Because the MPP never saw more links room, MPP never saw more links. So right from PNDC time 1983 hoben Jnana no more benefit every Ghana. Who sa but your sound in her. Darlington Lomote say there's no sound. That you are sound in her. Let me see. Maybe. Benefit every Ghana. Oh, Darlington check it. Why? There's sound. There is sound. So check it. Why? So the mention on is a no, I see when the politicians when they go out there to go and campaign. I say Ghana for me person me beso mo and into mama me kwan na me nso mo. So they come to us of I to say they come to us, they beg us actually to allow them to serve us. But at the end of the day, no omo ye servant no. Omo ba be di as saying no the owner of the country now say the CEO no, which doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. Ukwa abrochira. Omo take democracy as a party, say call the US and nominate all those places are. Nipa na kasa na waso no ibiru sika, but they don't use their own money to do campaign. Omo ba abonte ba be se sika free amanfo nche na amanfo ayi sika e de amane so onfanya ne campaign. Omo wi a ombe announce amobi ahu sika omunya ya how much omo spend ye at times kwa no mo audit omo hu sika no one misuse no. By a high idea, an individual no ono be stand they say oya politician no. Eso ono ankasa ko pesika. Na sika no edi nkan oncheche emfama delegates na on ba beto aba after the first 90 31st year 31st January 2026 delegates no obi abai nanum hawu as anipa for na omu gina no omo ba gi sika free almost everybody ho omba gi sika free obi a ho nti omba gi BAWUMIA ho omba gi wa ken ho omba gi wa duchum ho no masen age wo ba ko say Brian or saying omba gi obi a means omo ye force 5 omba gi e wo bi a ho and nti no just imagine say nipa hen e na ye delegates no but you wouldn't betimi atwatwo. I could have checked but me refi man check say how many delegates and to about a yes after the first no and nti nipa hen e to about no more than 100,000 I lent but you wouldn't nipa do on bet to about no a 31st year betimi atwatwo na me hu because I think I'm check it by me refi man check it. I said 211,000. Okay. Obi your TikTok or say 211,000. And now more must stand there there 5 candidates. And will be actually say I knew 4 or say 5. Nti say nipa 211,000. Okay, o matro be atro say 211,000 sky atro. So let's do all this calculation. 211,000 no. 211,000 1 2 3. Shade say even say be a BAWUMIA and I can and as or more macadamia. Obviously 211,956. Okay, be so 956. 956. 211,956. Say each person be a man of 2,000 Ghana cedi, which you call obidi ebeboro. By your friend say an average number 2,000 for each candidate. times 2,000. Ebekwa kusi 423,912,000 Ghana cedis. But you tell you, say nipa 211,956. Say candidate biya ma ubia just 2,000 meaning say e binim budget 10,000, e binim budget 5,000, ubia ngedi obedge. Say ma ubia mpo 2,000 2,000 times 211,957 ma 423,912,000 Ghana cedis. Until you run it down, say about 424 million Ghana cedis. 424 million Ghana cedis. And you know, nipa no ba stand the way your primary so. Na your primary ni we are. Afe na ye ba be call a main election no say be at 2028. I want the because a party sitting in come on board. Now more find a CS and no man amanfo a on be support them because more winning ye may be no come contracts and all that. But say sika we ni there many a times you know a individual nankasa na ono contest no e onu sika say bia na ye few people be on move or mo believe say be obetimi awin primaries na no ma support no. But many a times, you know, so you need something around more than 400 million Ghana cedis. 400 million Ghana cedis. So mona momo ye delegates now, moma one person eba be tuya more than 400 million Ghana cedis. Just because say mo person mo be to abama no. So mo just say sika we maji free BAWUMIA ho. Maji free Ken ho. Maji free Aduchum ho. Maji free Brian ho. But only by 5 the fifth person or your the fifth person bet me am training di mame. Why? Maji free onu so ho. Nti woji we nyina awie na omo wene as presidential candidate for the party. Naturally bi omo be siso na omo anya hwe ama oman na. Mona mo ye delegates na omo kokoje bi sika ni di ye nti mo betimi abie ma no accuse omo say omo ye corrupt and I be omo ambu man ni. Okay, Kwabena AGYAPONG. Oh, sir, the former general secretary no. Okay, Kwabena AGYAPONG. I like that man. But very communicative. I me penny interview ti nani ate or kasa tun say wonim the all kan Kwabena AGYAPONG. I think that Bibi atwamna metini but then say na metene nkan che. So 5 candidates. Nti mo amo as the CN na mo ye delegates no. Some of you guys mo ya mambofu. Yes. Some of you are mo ye delegates no mo ye mambofu. Eya mo ana mo hwe corruption ase e wo party ni mo no. Yes. Mo ana mo hwe corruption ase. Because nipa 5 na eko. Mo ni mpefe say nipa no or pe kwan abeserve party no our position so be presidential candidate. And I'm saying mumu bi mu ye mambofu ntino mo be force wa gege sika ente say afiro mo ho. Na o mani baba akutua 400 million Ghana cedis just because o person be presidential candidate. Now we na nipa no so be president na o disika anyhow. Do you have any audacity or any right to even accuse any person say dia wambu mani yana? So Ghana for mo yemfa ye nansi fom. Na yen shase na ye accuse obi atwere over $30 million. Yes. Around $30 million just to become a presidential candidate for a party. And the American MPP for nko say NDC for so ekoye omo primary sir. Something worse happens. Yeah. And into that delegate, you know, make us about 90-something% mambofu. That is where the corruption in Ghana politics starts from. Because me am here, you know, say me wo GDA pass me to me lead the MPP and NDC. na na mjidi ami wo me munti no me say me pese mba be stand na say ese me tua about $30 million edema delegate said e be ya metimi abedi party na animu a na me yi mi sika anka e bia me de be mabusunya yie no 30 million just for primary sir. Do you expect me say china bi no say metimba be win in the national election no a sa me sika na me say no me nko hwehwe ana. So at the end of the day, the politicians will not be able to do anything better for the citizenry because right from the beginning now Nipano all position as a presidential candidate, you know, was spending more than $30 million. TNA, but who cry away a delegate? Obey all these 5 candidates in a hole. Now we know mining koyi anama se be gina bontin abeto manum na mo kasa anyhow. Says me say no money ye and a full price na say and we say but you are the cause one we the number 1 corrupt person one we instigate say nipa na obey president candidate no or when you on bebokro no because wo chinchin nsa agisika. Hwe se Ghana fo amomani amre na amfa omo na yansi fom na yansa say and hold this delegates no accountable. Now you join and say yeah politicians will always continue to be corrupt because obi bia ni ho a wo dua esi ni fie a dia no eso sika atetigu fie ho. Utie ni ye obi bia ni ho a wo Ghana ha ya ono wo sika bi dia bi si ni fie a osora no pa na wa pekenten asese gum obi abre anse na wanya ni sika. And in Ghana for no about 30 million, no 35 million to 40 million. Yen can say now MB before was say maybe 211,900 and something, whatever delegates. Yen can say NDC for so will be something around 300,000, whatever. So nipa 500,000. Or mumuntina Ghana politicians ebo krono o Ghana hana. Then tina 30 million and over for no. Yen tina se na yen hold these delegates na accountable say mono mo call some politicians no eye corrupt no. So easy that say yen nyina na ye bebe together na ye ka say sa delegate no mo ye no omuntwom ene ye Ghana fo nyina na ye MPP fo nyina e wo Ghana ha yi ena omu nyina beto aba eno de nipa no dose ntino you don't expect say MPP fo bia mo nipa more than 5 million. So if all the 5 million of MPP for you to a or more presidential candidate, now say 5 million of NDC so members so air to a or more presidential candidate, you don't expect to say all the 5 million people no be BSK. The Ghana for empire num tumbi because the beginning of the corruption no a delegates now. Because as far as nipa no oye individual say no em found ni sika wanya sika no say wa ma politics mu a sika ne ye ne dia na o se oba be serve o man no e bia office e o wonimdie bi obetim dia abo aman no na delegates na ya bedu say abeye mra da wo say o am busy here say wotia na we ne kania and na we ne kafo a you understand say they making entro bi anim aba beye mandate and a mandatory say obi bia na wo pese wo win no o delegates no you must give them money into delegates no omukoko season say yenkoye primaries into obeje 5 ni nyina knowing very well nipa obeto ama no so obeje sika ni nyina binum dia binum maka binum kura so ma fridge binum ma TV any all that no these politicians takes this money. I'm talking about the delegates o combine MPP ni NDC for candidate at the Boma. I mean, omo delegates Boma. Drew 600,000. But 600,000 we know. Omo they hold Ghana for your minimum. Now omo create a corrupt leaders. MIA. So at the end of the day, no, the politician now no book more than 30 million. Our premier level, no. Onye na adwin so oba be ya ade bia mo man so on car. Ghanaians, we must sit back and fight these delegates. Because with my research, the delegates, they are the cause of the corruption. Na politicians, omuko drusro hono omoye no. Because the delegates, aje sika na wie. Nti waje me sika 30 million that level. Eno ko dan nchen the main election, so no spend so much. You don't expect the person to become any sane person. So on your position now. I was saying make I with you. In fact, you come my yedi what is saying Sompa FM. On my channel so ni na no air broadcast the year discussing in name. I'm an aqua bonte my baby and Sompa or water chiman or mama one crown mukuma say Sompa FM 4 air broadcast the year life. Timin say ebe kwa chiri ama manfo atie. Me so obi say ade we dey must be aired out there na obi anhunu de mekan hwe wo ye Ghana ni na Ghana eda wakoma so say de Ghana da makoma so ya minim say edoma ekoso Ghana no wo mpe, especially when the politicians get the nod, when they get the power and they begin to use that power to enrich themselves. Na yen no ye to aba no ye da so tie ABC ni mu a na wo ye obi a wo do Ghana sa pain na wo mu no enu bi na wo mu and I remember who say all this problem ni nyina no emanate from the delegates na omo ene ya omo kwan say omo nkonko yi politician na oba be di yanim e wo man ni mu no, everything emanates from the delegates. Some time ago the delegates were not given any money. The delegates were not giving money. I party no be anymore. I remember I do boy time 1992 hoba that time around the same time delegates were not collecting money from anybody. So see abeya mrebi da ho. Delegates ye ba beto ye be ko primaries na. That is when omukoko aso a obi bia ho na kwan mu ehwam. Sa delegate ma menka bibi nkyerɛw. Nipa 5 a contest wo MPP mu a me ba bedi hu nkɔma kyerɛwi. Numerologically dan na ebetimi expect and me use Ken ene BAWUMIA nko na medical draft almost star no bibi a better be no di hu nkɔmɔ. But I feel say ma me no wo endi san nkɔmɔ we. Ansa na yakɔ. The MP before omo delegates they are around 11,000, said I'm okay 211,000. Okay? The everyone say NDC for so a number I and so ban. O come on me no bomu a e bia endro 600,000. Ghana na enye yie no. E delegates no na hye problem ni nyina ase. Yeah. I say they make Ghana journalists form for man no and to the make mu bi. Because me aware so mu nyina anim. Because you ever to abay the journalists will be there, the media houses will be there, and in front of the cameras and who say ye man for envelope was they will say it, but ye ma ye nim cause Ghana no ye blame say o man nko ye because politicians nya to me a o mo use serve o man no e ye delegate no the causes our problem no se see yeah. Toffee boy they say Toffee boy is mbetima follow no TikTok. If somebody project a year Dumasuya pa Toffee boy who TikTok I've been say all this year Toffee boy or project Dumasuya pa because me call the platform so Dumasuya videos you go on baby uncountable. So answer na year of our the nation's uncle one day Dumasuya ambassador on his side on so project Dumasuya. The better must say money and marriage call nominate all the Ghana Plus TV nominate the saying Fanta Black nom ene mama kani nyina okay mu nyina mo ya de sifa hwene bobo so sa Ghana is it Ghana 1 TV whatever sifa me read a few account to the thing Ghana something Ghana TV something TV the Toffee thank you ma hu say wo project do mesu ya pa I'm very grateful abose yem fa ya bi mrefi okay hwe na ji tio Nana AJ Sika Papa bi say My brother won primaries and he spent 1.8 million Ghana cedis on 480 delegates. Where are you? 1.8 million, about 20 billion, and not spending money less than 500. Do with the papa way, say China be Okunya position, say be obey MP, and now obey BBC. Ufi say, Science cannot spend the year a bit to car best of 4 no. Obey German nation, Sawa, but Uncle Penadi man to mana. Ghana way. I know very well, say many of us we have been complaining about how your politicians, you know, are very corrupt. I am giving the antidote today. Say, Mumma Yan for your non-tum. A delegate or more MPP ni NDC or more number Andrew 600,000. I am more the cause of the corruption. A baby abas or bayo or baymono. The Ghana for Besha Sene at the Enia Comoso. Nanga Yamebua 31st year got to obey. Delegate Biana or Bed Jessica Free or be one young chino. Tieni making Yame boy about 12 by 31st January. Ube who videos about bonting and no my brandy with the candidates no more pictures no mudia sikane gift ekeka home. Ghana haiso must say bribe the all man bribe and the all bribe ni na no illegal. But paying for na nkasa na omona ebe twen to me. Na omako gina soro ho na omako gina esoro ho a omatimi ahye Ghana mra ni nyina de amaye no. They are the people that are giving the bribe. And in Crawford is only a pet in paying for now, almost so come home, may you boom mine, no, almost an edge bribe. No. So, right from the base, you know, already a bribe on any penny to move 3 when your position of woman. But when you hear, Yana yet him before no, so most will be my bribe or part, your chinipan. So, my question is, say, then cry, yeah, what are we doing ourselves? Now the Yana say, journalists for the cross about Joe dear. Yeah, the Ghana the problem is very huge. Now Crawford no more cause of problem and gas or make a crabby. Now yando do one ya be blessed the every year. And until they making some part for air broadcast city may our more radio stations them say a man for do na 80. Many I would hear Mrs. CA. Men 500 would do MPP and I would do NDC. At the end of the day, say, "Oh man, no enkoya, affect me." And if our political affiliation is too chain, not see the American, and they say, "Your delegates no account, and I am paying for no positions to know, or more corrupt, because you got 2 primaries now. Delegate ni sika omo be general. A book candidate in form. Tinyame ya adom na se onya power no a. As I say baby o yisika ni free no. Ofa kodua se bia so na onya se sika no emfa nkokwoche baby a oyiri di free. This is o man a ya boro 35 million population people. Na be 600,000 per enti e so scenario ni situations e man yen paying first and come sum ye yi ne be corrupt no. Mama yen nyina yen fa ya no entia wo mo. Na going forward no, you make sure say delegates no will not be demanding any monies from these leaders. I almost say no. Because to be honest with you, nipa na no pay to me abe serve o mine no. Say ya gigi ni sika na oboka bebrebe ya. You can't expect him to be sincere so onye to me no. Yeah. So few people, less than 600,000 people, both the NDC delegates and the MPP delegates, you know, they are the people who are more consumer politicians and they are very corrupt. Or to say about money, you know. I was saying they are making TNE. Tomorrow more radio so sumpa radio for mutie, you know. Monfa they make a dream. Now one we are delegate. Now what Jessica? Abana ya batune bia wage 2000 wo BAWUMIA ho. Wage 2000 wo AGYAPONG ho. Wage 2000 wo aduchum ho. Wage 2000 ewo Japan ho. Wage 2000 ewo what they say brand champion ho a. Oje 5 we nyina wi a. E ma o sen. ubenya 10,000 Ghana cedis. Sa 10,000 Ghana cedis no. For how long gonna say sika we no ebetimi aboa? To watch 10,000 every year to who say the next 4 years. So say any pana wo gigi sika wo mo ba ko be president. Bisa ho say ahụ chira wo be come within that period because of treatment o mo de be ma ye nyina because of wo nsem hu na wo di ye no. Does it wealth it? Does it wealth it? As empo say nipa 5 no bia ko be ma 10,000. It is only 50,000 Ghana cedis, and for the next 4 years, you know, on be ya di omope. And the message I say, mama yen na yen fa ya no ntum, nipa hwe yen Facebook, nipa no do so fine, nipa wa TikTok omo hwe yen so, omo so do so. And nti yen na yen fa ya no entum bi. Na yen hunu say, the yen delegate no ye no, e no na ma politicians no ye very corrupt no. Because Obinko spent $30 million only on primaries. Now, he have through main elections, so on science spending so much money. Now, we are not being president in India. Yeah, expect to say, on pay baby, obedience can free. I could say baby, go free. So, only few people, less than 600,000 people are only delegates. MPP party, any NDC party, they are the cause why the politicians are very corrupt when they get the power. So Ghana for you say stop corruption and what govern you have a governance system no more. You for your new delegate in so. Na ya me ya do ma 31st see IGP ni nkro for more money na ho. Obi bi on be hu say wa gisika bi afiri obi a ho na e kire say wa gisika ato aba nipa na ye nche no na ye prosecute no. Ye ne say ato as be 2-3 years the delegate will see say Ghana na nya omo dia. Na omo anka say the omo corruption na ko yi obi ya keke e de na mayen. Na nipa na be sisu wi a ye nyina ya ba abe suffer just because of their own selfish aggrandizement. We na maka na me sure say ebe kwa chiri mo ha mo ye TikTokers na mo ye YouTubers no mo ntwitwa ha na mo mfa to mo platform so na nkwa chiri. Everybody is complaining, blaming the corruption na e governance system no. Don't want to say I will delegate in so. Because an individual has to spend about $30 million just to become a presidential candidate. On your president, just to become a presidential candidate. Now, so we are not obeying the presidency now. If you say, Uncle Bokronwana, or Bokrono, I don't support that. That is bad. But the delegates caused that. The delegates, they caused it. And the Yamia don't want. Saturday to abano. Police for but me about 1 minute why. Hello. Yes. Me part of friend me say me pick what is say me o baby am here there. Me ye Facebook live for friend me share that pick here ma o gina so say me kasa we chile to part of me friend want to say me why. Thank you. At times ye no me bia ntia see him. Wa friend me sa and I saw say bia onim say me na me share that pick here. Me gina so be 3 minutes say onti hu say me kasa. After 3 minutes, I may end the call. The person is calling back. Anyway, what I'm saying is that the corruption na a governance system, a shall see a free, a delegate. To obimpa on your corrupt. So when you decide to person obey a presidential candidate, the education I see before so obeying your position. Now or they cut because of election until the person will start thinking, I say me pesi kana me di tria baby a me ko boka ni free. Abusue a problem. Okay. Yeah, campaigning, ubia wono campaign managers and say no man. Omojuma no mo yenti you omo no problem. But what I'm saying is a more we delegate a woko to aba. Now what China gives guns and what to aba we ye bayfo we demon. We ye nipa boni ni wo kan ho bi no man ni ye no. But we just ask can we one day now spend we na fe o man ni nko yi na wo complaining. So corruption no aya bedru ba bi ohun enye easy o. say see ya omo ye police for fire service for military for ne immigration for yi ebi nya evidence me amechrew say people are paying so much, even up to about 50,000-60,000 and sana ya for mo they make it you. I don't have any evidence, but enkrofo ba yenimu a omo be ka kire yen say ma call me pe police aye me pe soldier me pe immigration. I have spent not less than 40,000 Ghana cedis before answer me before the police. Do obia soldier adwuma ne police adwuma kwa aburuchire a so obi se oyempa ye se all volunteer nti ye tua ne kayi no yen haide before be bra those forces no when tia kura ne ye be 30,000-40,000 cedis. Nti se onipa na onokope police adwuma ye okope soldier ye immigration fire service now by getting 40,000 Ghana cedis. So me ahena betua no. So how do you expect this person to become sincere to sacrifice himself for the nation? I would say me Ghana ohun Kurono apro. It is so rotten to the root. It is so rotten. At times, among for I heard no man may you do masuya. Almost say, Nana, and I won't stand there as a presidential candidate. Nana, hey, where you a minister pa or you now so by a 10 or Ghana had there, Miss Wing and Mukana Keke. You guys are just talking. What your palm will be or what my dream me way be it into see a palm, you won't do Masiano. Nippon must stand as a young Twabamano. 1 hour, yes, I'll 2 no na. Eh, now I do, and a short time they do Monsieur, yeah, ye will be or to say what president won't too much any panel. Won't too much any panel. Media fine. I'm not interested in politics, so there's no way I may be in this lifetime. I can say, "Bio, maybe I could contest and say, "Bibi." No, I will never do that because any part of my DNA. But there are people that are even better than me, or more. I've been papa say me. Ombe Jnana yan to aba mo yan to aba na ma wo mo. Yan kro ya person man to mpon ye no. We are our own enemies. Me say we are our own enemies. So see I obi young guy or no ne ho aden o hwe nipa no ne stars a this person is a warrior. The blood in this person is always boiling. So mystically in stars and say akwa way or your warrior or your protector. Adwuma be bo na your soldier adwuma police adwuma fire service name say immigration no. This person I happen obetimi appear for me. Say nipa we ya onyo ni moja no boil won the system num because naturally no nyame born so onye protector no. Say or say or pe army akọ or pe navy akọ or pe fire service police as I say akọ pe sea best of 40,000 Ghana cedis. Huh? Or pe 40,000 Ghana cedi. Now ko tia bribe amobi ansana ya fasa ni panama na kwa soldier ni police ni fire service and as immigration. So how do you expect this person? How do you expect this person to go and sacrifice himself for Ajuma Nakakoyeno? The nation is rotten, and very unfortunate say people are not paying attention to this rot in the system. And I mean no because I anybody ba me chai or say that you won't believe. Sir, me pe police Ajuma obi me ben panimu kase bi pa na ono ka bia wo mu no o ka kire me say memfa 40,000 Ghana cedi mra no say aden ene ya na nipa ne medi ngobo aden nipa ne ko police ni mu a aden o gold bi si ho a ya nipa ne ba ko tete ananti ontia 40,000 Ghana cedi ansana ya for the jumum as a obi a oko forces man they make me as an individual I mean need any evidence. But they make we no kweka for him say these are things that ACC will Ghana have. Win him. Mama was yes see I mean say mo be attract some soldier, police, immigration, and fire service. Pato obetimi atwere say en hawa. Twere wa ha okoye ahina utia ye ansa na ye fa. Bebre kura etu yesika no yensan emfa omonka ho. These are all happening. These things are still happening. Do the nipa no ye police ni ope police adwuma na ye adwuma unya ko pick pa ubetimi awu anytime se nipa no tua be 50,000 Ghana cedis Do you think this person can go and sacrifice himself on any battlefield? Oh, yes, I'm mistaken, you know. Because on man no any worth dying for. The man no worth dying for. Because you want tree. Now you want to call Kulum Haya, soldier for na police for na baby to charge. Sayang Crofo make before so be near Juman Macono. You are genosika boom and Sanako, yes, Juman. So do you think that this person will go to the military, to the navy, to the police, fire service, immigration, no, or sacrifice? No. You make any evidence to say, but when the minimum said these things are happening, and I am paying for what top. I am sure 100% sure. Omonim said these things are happening, but nothing is done about it until we be at movie. I would say, it's painful. At time when people see what I have done in Dumasia, within this short time, the people say, hey, Nana, why are you? And an individual, why you say, why are you? Daddy, I have not gotten my forecast I ordered this month. But or more 1 year, no, my old beer, dear man, it's a mama in new no. I had to follow pull data for the 3 years and the 5 years. No, my enemy, and Josan Kayana, but today you will get it. Why? Well, Nana Boake said they took my 20,000, but they didn't show. They took my 20,000, but they didn't take me to the army. Nana Boake our TikTok. Or say almost 20,000 Ghana cedis. So Yanfano. So just imagine so any pay. Yanfano. It's a Yafano. Do you think that this person can go and sacrifice him or herself for the nation? No, this is happening. I don't have any evidence to come and prove that me go to yes come be a ba minimum crofo on babe company me because of money me position. I was saying make I with ho. Na ye wi a na ya saying I accuse say ya suma si na ye nyina ye ka ho bi. Ye nyina ye ka ho bi. Me call do mesuya short time. Very short time. That's so wonders for Kronum. Just to prove to you that men are selfish. Ferry say me too 2016 they took my money. Ferry me ba ferry neka. Nana they charge me 70,000 if I hold a degree. Where David is almost charging 70,000. I paid 20,000 in 2021 for immigration, but still couldn't get it. We a clean sheet. I was saying you cry one more. A man for person called 7 Nation. Okwa buruchira. Omu tuye sika ma amanfo a omo ye asojafo. Kwa America ko ha de. Wonya koye MS si ene wonya onkrata. Omo to ade bia na omo some percentage bia ye tifiri so ma because wo de wo kra ya to kwa makuro no oman no nti ya jeje so ye kuru mai de ese wo boka ansa na wo we are joke. Yeah, say ya tia na ye hu hwe. Da Ghana ne oman bi benya ntokwa. Eye soja for ntokwa tuo pan no. That is when we will see the problem in our recruitment system. For so many years, Ghana enya any issue bia. Ghana enya any military issue bia say ya kom tokwa na bibi. Nyame fasa ma da Ghana ni kuro bibia ni Togo, ye ni Benin, ana ye ni Nigeria, na country bi anya ntokwa a ebehia akode no. Saa time ni yebehu se yen ya na yedi ye ho abro. Ghana soldier for di nyina na police for di nyina no about 70-80% no tia bribe and sana omukokotem. But they train am ntokwa bi mra na hwe se obi e de ne kra beto man se okunu mo oman na. They make I with a who. It is happening. Also for my 3 children, they asked me to pay 150,000 Ghana for immigration. Arabanyame. Sister Arabanyame said the mommy and son. That's own 250,000 Ghana cedis. And son when your immigration wako. I was say they are making tea. Your mom parents then Yankopon say Ghana menya any problem be an ayam tokwa. because you soldier for na I don't think say about even 20% ready say omodi omokra beto amoma no. The reason is say omu tuye sika ansa na ya momo say adwuma na momaye. So they are there working to take care of their family, not because they want to sacrifice themselves for anybody. The American me say me ni hu evidence bi amagazo me makotu e bia mobi. No, me nye bi mobi a, but meaning say people here among for why and omokai people are experiencing that. Na Ghana panimu bia ni obeka se ono te Ghana ha onim. Se Ghana panimu beka se o te Ghana ha onim se soldier, police na immigration ni ayinom amanfo tua bribe ansa no makwa asa ani pana nkasa no enka no kore. Na anu ya omoye sa placement system yi. Sa placement system yi. Obi wa bia make em baby e de na kokoto no ompe. Obenya agent bi a obedi osika 10,000 7,000 and some of change. Because our mind no ya normalize bribe not to say yedi. Make SKC na no ya yo sa placement system here e was e bia nipa no o won kran hai o pa chi mata na akọ e na akọ to Cape Coast e bia o ntimi nkọ wo benya obi ani pa ne betimi ewewure ma ji osika bia 10,000 Ghana cedis ne wa dotu ama nkrofo na o ma change the amount e wo kurum a. I'm telling you, I don't have any evidence, but who can say who now you're penny means that we a useless leader. Because a leader must know what is happening under the root. Yes. Our president should know. The vice should know. All the MPs, all the ministers, they should know that these are the things that happen in the country. So be a MP, or be a president, or be a vice president, or a minister. No, because o nimse Ghana no, so be ko soldier. Military, no, navy, no money, all that. Police, any all these, that's any pan on him say among both 2 years cancer, and as any panel is not even ready to be a leader there. And this is here with you. So we are president, we are vice president, we are minister of state, we are MP, even we are CEO, and I say we are say MCE and a GCE. Now the wood names again has soldier, police, navy, normally all these places, you know, migration can home, fire service can home. Among for 8 years, you can't say, you don't qualify to be that position I want. So what I'm saying is that you know, but is there anything I hear for home? No. Now you nim say, Sani Pano more cost security system no more. You more move 2 years, you can't say no more or more interest in dying for the nation will be no more. They will not be ready to kill themselves. Because you don't expect me to come and pay 40,000 Ghana cedi to become a police, to become a soldier. Now me court service in more. I won't do that. I won't do that. There, the Americans say in Tokobians in Ghana. Any serious military issue be now, they will run away because they won't be ready to kill themselves for the nation because all pay Jumanumakono or bore cancer. May can't say delegates. They are the beginners of the corruption in the political system because delegates you know me and pay for no count you and sana you choose as presidential candidates. Well, Bokas so to me no, you don't expect him to become sincere, even though I don't subscribe to be honest as a president or as a minister or whatever. But delegates don't expect them to go and do any wonderful thing there. Yeah, we want to prove to people. Before I measure, let me show you this. Just a minute. Just a minute. Try the way. Mom, what Facebook, more TikTok, Facebook, we Obina because in America. Where do you know? A very old town. Ya dining in a Takwame Adine. A dining there when you know Takwame Dan Kwan or my plaza of the moon. Ningina, Dr. Dan because and then a big press got the 500 years, 400, 300 years, 200 years. Oh, that phones are no. Oh, the Yamantamuno. When you find the leadership. And then I'm going to paint the woman in a yarny painting. Those are painting behind it. That is Dumasia. The American you. This is leadership. Men are made when they are free. Not nothing. But because I have been chosen as the Oswahene, I have to do this. So I did it. So I expect every leader say you should be selfless. But the thing is, you campaign for the 2 years and money position. We can't expect them to be sincere or to be honest.
Nana Jnana, Nyame Esra.
This is leadership. Okay? The American Bessiana said, we are doing this because I say you're more penny. I will duty to say over 7 crore for people to be happy. That is Dumasia for you. Me back can neighbor BAWUMIA to see my men's more there back when I say you do my first, meaning say over a beer. Now do my first no 2027 there no ya sha see and no a meeting right. And no a meeting. Ya person sponsors Emra on board in them. Last year they are in them. You could come hold do na see you or my mobile getting we until you run a first meeting. So I by the end of February no they are sending the letters they call to you be a big company. Now person will be partner with us for Duma Festa. Duma Fest has come to stay. And very soon it will be the biggest festival I ever Ghana. Yeah. Duma Fest is going to be the biggest festival I ever Ghana has. I bet you baby the event say all the festivals are Omoye Ghana have a beer tribe beer you know. During Duma Fest no you bring something to resemble that. To be a be on to me call dra and go hundia kosu or dra. E be on to me call e be a kundum and go no kundum. And other places, you know, you better showcase all those cultures in the during Duma Fest one day. Duma Fest is going to be the most biggest festival. You better Ghana Nina. Now they make a want to say, my mention of what just happened in Duma Fest 2026 and look at something. The crowd, you know. This is Duma Fest 2026. Just look at the crowd. Don't take your time. Take your time. The crowd, you know, where we go. I could see the tour. Huh? Your time, you take your time and look at the crowd. Take your time and look at the crowd. Take your time and just look at the crowd. This is Duma Fest. Take your time and just look at the crowd. Take your time and just look at the crowd. This is Duma Fest 2026. Just take your time. Look at the crowd. Take your time, look at the crowd. Whatever crowd you know. So the crowd let me say 2027 the best something else. You should believe that. The crowd you know. Just look at the crowd. I was saying somewhere you can't say you're leader. Because me as an individual, I'm a young Kosoheno. Festival, and then I'm a free. Now, me need any tent to be an air tone, shoe, and I tone be our say, man, to be an hour, and then be our say. A month for the day mobile crew. Momrana Mombega than the festival. Now, more ban mobile shoe, mobile didn't a month for most Yamama Quine, Moncosetim tables near ye, now Monton soon in me and then some crofo. We the organizers and they be free. We didn't have any table down here, Tom BBR. A leader always think of the people. So the economic development ever back within the period, you know, a man for bottom neko, it be my young. This is how a leader thinks. But we a delegate. Now, muchin chim pa inform inside you musica and send a mobile president candidate now. You don't expect them to come and spend their money to serve the nation. They will come and steal. So the delegates they say hold them accountable for the corruption in our governance system. So they make and say, we a company. Now say, open say, we partner with Duma Fest. Duma Fest has come to stay. Now me say, your vision is say very soon, Duma Fest will be the biggest festival in Ghana. When you do be our numbers here made this show on Facebook. Only one lane nipa na ewoso. There were more than 10 lanes and be yama with a number like the Ohu. Now only be all the artists na yede omo baba you know. Na I going to say initially no, even though omusika omo dey tuatua omo, but when omo kasa I say na kurase ben na say omo dey make omo nkan but that say na kurase ben kwa na me koyi dey say omo feel vibe no ni ho na yi but omo kasa be gina stage ni so omo tubo na be crowd na omo be gina omo be so omo be pon. That is Duma Fest for you. Duma Suya, I'm telling you, is going to be the biggest festival in Ghana. I am 3 times. Nina ya able to musika and a day. This year, they know I have some FM4 ever support to ye. Apart from we can crowd the man organization, you know, almost a life, program life all through the whole 3 days in the Sumpari 21st clinic for the Yadamasepa. But we a company. Ototon suo ototon san any anomaly there. Duma Fest is the best target. As I what they can or budget home. Obanjabe maso yes in sister na awro. We a company oton suo oton ensa oton anomaly bia. Duma Fest should be your target. Because at the end of the day, no. Usika be our best spend at their sponsor program no obenya times 4 times 5. My mama example you see woman be or say about best 11 no. Na ninsuo ninsa ne bi biasa. I didn't know. And I job 11 p.m. And I offer on one kasa obi a supply na sa normal no. Say busuya about 11 no meaning pass wada. Nanso me bi biasa me pa chow. Can you help me? The party to car was so enough from warehouse to the buy. The evangel fridge Jnana a sign. That is the power Duma Fest Edinburgh on board. Do your company be said Americans as it stands now you need any sponsorship CBR and the energy. Young Casa crack a day. But February year mono you the latest about thing. We a company one casa do would say something like this will be to me $100. They promote to no juma. Going forward, you know what the and market. Me catch it all. Duma Fest will be the most biggest festival in Ghana. Give us a year or 2. I can't hear you when I had it. So it's time all sponsors come on board. Now, I mean, it's all more baton, no more vendors, you know. Or more chain my yarn now, so they will all come and book their tables because when you see a course, so I would do this. I was a young and a topic in so topic in. This is the topic for the day. MPP primaries, the numerological perspective. The abade de omba beto. Politician for no more or more pool need and no be they've done everything. There's no be on my. Now I want to take you to the numerological perspective. I can say numerological perspective, I can say based on the science of numbers, you know, or election no sign ebeko. Okay? Based on the science of numbers, a year MP before primaries, you know, sign a becono. And it's, you know, men per se will be become be a shaman, so just pay attention. Nah, yeah, the person, yeah. The other say, Munya, but then I had it. TNBU Nyango Pomba, the in every year. Not the end of boy. Or the manual bit to him. They said the obibia no equity any machine be and a gadget be a nipa the manual at home. Ah manual no na bachelor or say gadget no phone no device we no say any in the way. I said the sound is good. Yeah, the sound is good. I know it's good. Obibia also want to sound on one checking a device. Ntinyango no ye ni bibia wie no. Said the obia gadgeta. Or the manual at home. Na say sa gadget sa device say the ben no. Onyango pon the manual bit to ni wiase na wabo. and near Muni Penny na so say, quiet first way to 2 year no man, say it, he is in Zinebeko. Now, what is our man while no muno, and it was science beer. You can say your friend said the science of mystical numbers. The science of mystical numbers, or the science of numerology. Now, mystically, no numbers explain the BBA was as so. Okay. The American say we are singing a sense a home so. They say the whole material world, you know, a string on a thread, like beads. And until the what tell money free my business in a better. So the science of numbers, you know, and manipulated the whole world. And then the Mbabe say, "Yeah, baby, discuss it. If I might choose you, even though meaning say or more contest in the doors, but I couldn't have done all that. If I choose you, I'm person may your moon. Until no can any BAWUMIA and I may your more chatting. Now you ready because I 7 plus 6 13 is 4 5 5. Okay. So we have say the American candidates in the models of 5. But nipa mako mi nupe and amafa. Nipa mi mafa BAWUMIA and a ken. You know, obiso bit mako ye other terenaka. It doesn't mean say me need feed and not trust woman. I chose these two people to be honest. So yeah, be or yeah reading this animal. Obit mako fast and nipa mi and so why they can. See, I don't know person me any not tiase. So obekaya 2024 election before you better ban. Me call Sumpa. And I mene Sumpa for ni edin komo. The edin komo na me chere say. That time na ya to MP before primaries na wi. Aya 2 year no what it say me CCC na emu ho na ha Alankash e ka say we free party mo kotene de. Ye to first one na ye twa ye beto second one. Because there's no make cost any no free party no. I will continue the afafanto de. And until yet who say can and a top second during the first one of my year. Take about say a yet last one or more to no. People were thinking say BAWUMIA be winning, obviously can be winning. So that was the arrangement. And the attorney said May 2024. Obi bia na obe me nim se me kan say NDC for be bu MPP pupra na okwa parliament ho na gabo na NDC for be ma MPP no eso pa boys say what me hu nyina. I told them obi ani just say mama bonte am be kan because you know Ghana no the way I politics in the tie no one you very careful and nipa be di watam keke. So I didn't come about obi bia na o me bia me catch them say NDC for be twi MPP mu kese. Na the ebe hu kura no say parliament no numbers here NDC benya na nyasem keto. I said it will be obey oba ko bisa or the saying na no dey be come kwa adom Jerry ko bisa or interview me. I told him omam ho nyina. I told them like yeah life go bisa me say I told them say na beko no 2 ways abontain na mameka ba nei no me be say me ye bibi na hwade. Anything me call no, and I can't say, can I Japan? So over TMIA on share now one independent and as one free party. See, see, the American minister will be referred to it until the mania time I mentioned to. So I was some FM and I may send a suggestion because can I Japan you see me? To me in Tunufo. But I may send a suggestion say, can better me can. Onhwe na wanka se ebia se de abato no koya na yetete hu so feel se ebia oman tuti ne yi no. So opese okọ independent na okọ se okọ tene party onhwe na wanye sa mistake no. Den ti na me se onhwe na wanye sa mistake no. Se ye to aba ni wie 2024 7 December ni wie a Kenya Japan be who die tia me say onhwe na wanko eye independent and as o free party num. I said this on Sumpa FM because me I knew say MPP for be lusu poto no mu lusu poto no say we are still now BAWUMIA be pese obesa di party nanim but dodo na so beka say BAWUMIA de yekoy o ma ya lusu poto and I didn't na young consider a second person. Now at that time, no, because I can, and no more call prime minister na odi BAWUMIA chino. Dodo na no beka say yemfa ken enko. I knew that. And na me can say, Ken Japan, I don't have your number. I don't know you face to face. Mene can share once a pet, but only me. And into yankasa airport and I me too kind. Na me ko baby say be call China or say India or say baby. Na Ken Japan so ekwa ko jane ma kwan e airport. Nti me check in we na me kwa to extra luggage e wo baby a Emirates for office no wo no. Nti me say Ken ne so many people standing there to me say obi so Ken ma the first time when he say no me nim ni number me then nkasa da we didn't talk and I me go for me plane and me call me baby. And nti onye obi a me nim no and BAWUMIA so de kwa me ni nhia wo kwan bia so ti de American no it is not influenced by say bia me nim obi na me nim obi nti na me kan sa no I didn't know him but me can say Ken enhwe and a wan konko say or te ne ho afi party ni mu and now call independent na emum ye to aba ni wi a e ho no be hu de nti American say because I knew say MPP be lose omo lose wi a because say defeat ni be so huge no dodo no beka say yemfa Ken ko because BAWUMIA anya de so that time they say BAWUMIA that time say Ken echo independent that were disqualified no because through the party laws you know if free party now ba mu bi ma you a new member you cannot come back and be seeking for the same position and I won some time ago no ntina me ma sa suggestion no and truly baby adri so we ade ne pa na Ken and BAWUMIA and adodo na say obi adwese we na beko so it means say advice I made ma Ken so teye and otie na wan ko independent and I want to know if party no more this time around be hu de ntia me ma sa suggestion no but you see in year 28th 31st year omoko to aba so I felt say let me come out let me use the mystical signs of numbers na me church le position the city so that do na betumi hu the person echo we obi o follow me acha be ya me ma forecast na ebam the reason is that these are ancient signs nokre honest ancient signs and you have access to the format and in some way you can no so now listen to me and listen to me carefully my tro no man you know ha we BAWUMIA information okay why we BAWUMIA information ko ana no we Ken information ko ana okay Ken ni BAWUMIA ni so say my church will be me and I'm trying to say and I'm working as a numerologist as an astrologer as a mystic. I sat down and I used some information we nyina the person won't see the American na wan kasa no hunu baby bibia echo and until here I have my trust say BAWUMIA my trust BAWUMIA so BAWUMIA dey and until no me call online and I me call information na menya na matimi di drafty me whole calculation until online tell me say Dr. BAWUMIA ni dimpa ni friend say Mahamudu BAWUMIA okay Mahamudu BAWUMIA ni dino no the doctor na dey nka ho ene ya de bia abetara ho keke ene ntino astrologically and numerologically no e din a ye wo a ye do to no e carry some information about you yeah udin a ye wo a ye do to one no pa ye naming ceremony ye gu nsa ye bomb ye whatever ritual no that day that name about you and for you no was registered in the universal record book so the name carries some kind of influence either negative or positive on you. That is the truth. Yeah. Udia ya wo wa ya de to. Sadi no e carry some influence either positive or negative on you. So Dr. Mahmoud na yenim no. ne din a yɛse yɛde ma no ɛyɛ Mahamudu BAWUMIA. Na astrologically no yɛwɔ kwan ɛfa so a yɛtimu calculate even alphabet. Na yɛwɔ ma hodo mmienu. Yɛwɔ mo use the western system na mo use the ancient one no. I may use ancient one so na me dey calculation. The Mahamudu no yɛ MAHAMUDU. O check here. Ebe ma 4 + 1 + 1. Sorry, 4 + 1 + 5 + 1 + 4 + 6 + 4 + 6 equals to number 4. So Mahamudu, numerologically, no, okura the energy of 4. Mahamudu nukura the energy, mystical energy of 4. BAWUMIA no ye BAWUMIA. BAWUMIA. And also your 2 + 1 + 6 + 6 + 4 + 1 + 1. Ebema 3. And into BAWUMIA also carry the energy of number 3. You know, say I come Mahamudu na go share the number 4 na ejina stability, ejina discipline, ejina hard work, ejina practicality, ejina structure. Okay? So number 4, your friend said the builder and the organizer. That's number 4. So the positives of number 4, and it said number 4 people are very dependable. They are very organized. Okay? They are very dependable and they are very patient. But those of you who are BAWUMIA will say, he's somebody you can depend on. He's somebody who is patient. Yeah. The challenge is in say rigidity. Why are very rigid to do. He's too rigid. Say, Okase will be living we are, he will not listen to anything. So rigid. So the challenge is not rigidity. He's a very stubborn man. Yes. BAWUMIA is a very stubborn man because the Din Mahamudu no number 4. Number 4 no carry that energy of stubbornness and rigidity. Okay? Or a very hard working person. Workaholic. That is BAWUMIA. Or ya juma ombre. That is BAWUMIA. Okay? And you know or a very resistant person. Then be as I do no believe in a way they are very resistant. You will not listen. Very resistant person. Now I resistant to what? Or a resistance to change. On pens society. Very rigid. On a resistance to change. It is the way no person no amount. That's what he would do. So I am very resistant to change. And I know it symbolizes foundation, order, and endurance. Okay? And I'm so resistant to change, you know. It just symbolizes foundation and order and to endurance. Okay? Symbolizes foundation, order, and then endurance. That is the BAWUMIA. That's the Mahamudu. Okay, number 4. Yanko here BAWUMIA na number 3, no. Number 3 ni ginoma gravity, ginoma expression, joy, social energy, optimism. They can say number 3 is the artist, is the communicator. Also BAWUMIA a very good communicator. Very good communicator because say BAWUMIA na number 3. So all that influence, you know, of communication. BAWUMIA kasa will be able to convince you because say or you're a very great communicator because of the influence of the number 3. Or you're entertainer. Mama Bemba, me minimum number, munim so you're a funny person. Me what? Or you'll be a cracky joke, funny, who want to best all the time. So or you're an entertainer. Or you're very charismatic. Okay? And or you're very imaginative. Then be I know the idea where back, or the idea where back, or you be or imagine normal, a kind of a dreamer kind of thing. Then be or imagine normal. So BAWUMIA are imaginative. Or you're very enthusiastic. Then be able to know say or can I say be crying yes I know say. Because deep down, or you're very enthusiastic, and maybe you'll be able to say yes, yes, or you're very enthusiastic, or very witty. Okay, the positive side of number 3 is a very uplifting and or very inspirational. To mama one hono, Or say, Nana, that is why they keep people in office for 8 years when MPP in office. Okay, so positive were uplifting and very inspirational. That's BAWUMIA. The Dean BAWUMIA na number 3. No, the challenge is in his head, a scatter energy. So his energy is very scattered. His energy is not focused on one thing. He want to do this, he want to do that, he want to do this, he want to do this, or he's unable to consummate his energy on one thing. His energy is scattered. Okay, so the energy number 3 na influence BAWUMIA no. A man energy is scattered into on focus at a time. He want to do many things at the same time. Ebasana, it doesn't really help you because Ebasana, your energy will be scattered. And or a very superficial. Who you be about BAWUMIA boss ope sum yenye way ope. He believes in superficiality. Okay? A very superficial power. And or a very emotional. Today his emotions are very good. Tomorrow his emotions are not very good. Mama BAWUMIA no, you guys would say they make no and correct. Okay? Mama having in no, so Ben when they say me name the dimension share that. But I'm telling you this because me I believe in the numbers. Okay? And you know, say they make no, the energy is scattered. When I send a message, be them kwan anybody send the mommy. But you me why? Ubi send a message at twice so bad say. Ah dang. I send a message more than base 50. I didn't kwan. Hey. Me pacho, me your Facebook live. Why, Mr. O message is no distracted me pacho. Tell me we are why? By an hour time. Why? Hey, that's the same way. Who? Anything idea? His energy is scattered. He's not focused on one thing. Or pursuing so many things at the same time. So a money energy is scattered. And or a very superficial, like I said, or a very emotional. Now the emotions are up and down. They will more about the emotions no was form a while form like that time. So the emotions are very unstable. And then it's linked to selflessness. Okay? Self-expression, growth and joy of life. So BAWUMIA love life, you want to live happy life, and or self-expression to growth. Or not say or grow like you say or expressing also say this means you are a national treasure. You know, I don't know. So these are normal. I had the influence on the BAWUMIA person because of the D BAWUMIA, no? Okay. Okay, so you had it. So you have BAWUMIA the D BAWUMIA na you have the D no BAWUMIA and the Mahmoud, no. The energy, a control, a influencing both the positive side and the negative side. So young Koka the BAWUMIA ya on 7th October 1963. A day and a Monday. And the 7th October 1963, okay, can be Numerologically, no, about number 9. Okay, about number 9. You know, 7 for the being influence on the so. 10 no I 1 no October is being influence when the star so. And then occurring in the BAWUMIA about number 9 is being influence I want so. They were number 7 no. Number 7 no positive energy. A spirituality. The BAWUMIA episode sumunsem. Emma introspection. Or you be a or pair meditation no money say no my first sumunsem no silence hour no say no man. He will love those things. Or a very analytical person. Obi obetimi atena say analyze normal for a very deeper very deeper meaning. He will be able to do that. Okay, or a very analytical. They make know you'll be able to say they make no correct. Or carry wisdom. BAWUMIA is very intelligent, he's a very wise man. Opa Chidino. But I'm telling you, he's a wise man. Could have wisdom. And what you know, so he's always seeking for some higher truth or pen could be a word all the time he's seeking. So it'll be our pair research, you know. At the end of the day, the person want to seek for some higher truth. See, I know you're number 7. Number 1, no, the influence, and not say a man a leader. Okay? A man leader. Or you're very independent. Or you'll be he can think for himself. Okay? He acts based on originality. Said you no atie no change no easily. Said you tie no okase or they need su AC kra na enya possible. People will see this kind of person he is. You know, it's somebody or act based on originality. It is or try say or that nipa or pretend you be away there will be who ni pursue and kasa oye. Okay, or a very ambitious person, very ambitious, and or you be a ultimate initiative normal initiator, or you're the pioneer and the innovator. Somebody within his class of friends, you know, tembiano or beshe bibia say or be person or be initiative bibi or be originative bibi, yeah, or you're strong-willed or you're courageous and or you're self-reliant or they will be or the home at 20 also. Okay, the mature week now is the truth. The one more ban no, you will tell me said the papa you can hear no correct. So the positive side of number one, no, and I say or you're visionary, or you're very determined. Yes, but me a visionary, or you're very determined. The challenge is in say he can be ego driven as a hand tiny must be what so. Okay? A homaso ne a hand tiny would move because say or Timothy that chain is more self-dependent and ego driven. A homaso be near hand tiny would move to Bernard they be as or head and more babies that kind of thing. Subtly, babies are good. My cousin are very stubborn and or overly dominant. If he's leading any committee or something, now some of the kind of finer and you're very easy to be done BIS president who do you pay. Yeah. Or you're overly dominant. And symbolizing new beginnings and individuality. So that is the number one now October. But number 9 now okay can't the date in 7th October 1963 no at the boom amount number 9 no. Number 9 no representing compassion or a humanitarian or a very or you'll be or show ideas of leadership or a teacher or a giver and or a generous so that make you very wise and then or a very artistic. So these are all the qualities that obi to me I experience. But maybe no maybe no when we are going there you will understand. Baby yeah cause it's here. Nti yanya we nim nyina wie no don't forget that BAWUMIA was born on Monday. Na ne lucky day ya wo no 7th October 1963 nti. Days BAWUMIA de ya de ebeboa no Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Fortunately for him, he was born on a Monday, which happened to be one of his lucky days. So the day BAWUMIA was born was very good influence for his star. Okay? Good. BAWUMIA announced he won on 7th October 1963. The lucky numbers are 5, 6, and 9. 5, 6, and 9. And don't forget to on one case the date of birth, okay, can you know the boom amount number 9, which means that the number as or not that you won no, a falling on one of his lucky numbers, a number 9. Oko ballot no so me check it Google no you say order number 3 ballot no so me boa order number 3 and adana ye to abanankasa no election day no Saturday no ye 31st January 2026 hwe na hu ni say BAWUMIA ne lucky days no ye Sunday, Monday and Tuesday nti da ye to abana Saturday no enye BAWUMIA's lucky day. What I say day na ye to abano election day 31st January 2026 you know Saturday. It is not a lucky day for BAWUMIA, but so okay count 31st January 2026 amount number 6. That number 6 you know one of the lucky numbers of BAWUMIA because he was born on 7th October 1963 and making the number 9. It means that day near Twabano okay count that day number na number 6 you know BAWUMIA's lucky number, even though the day Saturday no kind of lucky days. Okay, yanko yanim. BAWUMIA and I'm say war no 7th October 1963 no. The best color or the year be a no blue and jade green. Okay, Bibiana or beshe blue and a jade green no a man more positive energy. And you know, so necessary, you know. But so what are they na yeto abano a Saturday. Okay, kabomwa is number 6. Saturday no enye BAWUMIA's lucky day, but number 6 now. Okay, 31st January 2026. Boom, number 6 no one of his lucky days, lucky numbers 5, 6, and 9. But there bakwa BAWUMIA be here. I can energies want to complete his energies. And the alphabet carrying his soul no, to the realms. And this alphabet no GSKC. GSKC. So this alphabet no numbers alphabet carry BAWUMIA spirit to the realms. So when him this mystical sign be a guiding one. Now oh you should this GSKC. For instance, I want no ne papers no any posters no be na sa letters yi wa twetwe wo mu amanfo hu ya. It means that these letters no will be on the wings that BAWUMIA can facilitate himself or catapult himself to the realms, to the top of the election. And you know, day na year to abano 31st January 2026, Saturday. BAWUMIA was born on Monday. That Monday happened to be one of his lucky days. That day to abano again Saturday again a lucky day. But okay, can date of birth, date na year to abano 31st January 2026 number 6, which happens to be one of his lucky numbers. So that should tell you what is really going to happen on that very day. The color BAWUMIA added that a ballot paper no so no say color blue or jade green be favored so much on that election day. Okay, so I mean we na Kennedy or maybe made some full conclusion. Let me go to Kennedy. But I say videos no quite anymore fine. You guys can share more. Facebook we are about 1.2k, or about TikTok so or somewhere around the same. My idea. I said, Daddy, please, I really need you more because when I see you, then my heart is beating so fast. Really? Why are they about? Why are they? Saturday is black. Automatically, he has lost. No, don't use this kind of analysis. Saturday, even though I say dark Saturday near black, but the color no, a blue jade green. Or you see, no, a man positive influence. Okay, so young cock in Japan, so what's here? I want to say Macro Kennedy. Everything is written. So Kennedy or AGYAPONG oko online and the the man no. Okay? Until Kennedy no 2 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1 ebema number 9. Or no 7 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 ebema number 9. Shadi AGYAPONG, you see there you cannot predict him. You see there, Oyobia, it can change anytime because of the multiples of the 5 in his name. Shell. Kennedy. Kennedy. 2 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1. Amount number 9. Oheneno. OHENE. No, 7 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals to 9. So it's somebody who you cannot predict. Somebody who it can change any time. Whether a twinkle of an eye, you can just change this one bit. You cannot predict him because of the 5 influence in the Kennedy and then in the Ohene. AGYAPONG no bema 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 8 plus 7 plus 4 plus 3. Tino ebema number 2. The idea Kennedy Ohene AGYAPONG. The Kennedy gives number 9. The Ohene gives number 9. Kennedy gives number 2. Daddy, I am in Qatar. Please, how can I talk to you? Number 9, he's very compassionate or humanitarian. I mean, will be any somebody over universal love. He loves almost everybody around. Or the idealist. It is not about education. or ideal, ideal, a real. As some that one kind or your idealist. Until you don't blame him, the Deacon, you know, a number 9 or your idealist. He's a teacher, he's a giver, or you're very generous, and or you're wise. And somebody who can also tolerate and or you're artistic. To a party, fair, beautiful things, or book luxury, that kind of thing. Or you'll be so ultimate tolerate normal, even though na come at or you'll be an authority because or your number 9 energy. The number 9 is positive, you know, or you're very selfless. Or you're very selfless service, like mass service or me home. On found you being free to or serve from his heart, he can just serve. So selfless service. Or global awareness. It can say global awareness. Somebody who sits here but is thinking about what is happening in other places. We could have global awareness. Okay? But the challenges, you know, a martyrdom. It can say martyrdom. Obi aware ready to obey to me kunu one man idea or believe in. Ndo call the Middle East where so be a martyr. Say be I be na wa me kuna or kunu one man the beliefs to a martyr. It's a martyrdom no a part of him. Okay? Martyrdom. Nti obey to me kunu one man the beliefs. Nti idea or did no ya obi kunu one. Yes. Nti eno a challenge for him. And that level of letting go, Germanenka, unjasa manenka. So one of his challenges, or from no, very difficult for him to leave you to go school free. Challenge of letting go, no. Ungermanenka. Ken, he acts like somebody who is very strong, but very emotional. Yes, or emotional endings. To the point say some bonus were even a bit matinous and was even though he seemed to be a very strong guy, but a very person with emotional endings. Okay, and or you'll be sure or forgive you. So even though he will not let go, but he will forgive you. I hope that what you say. Somebody who find it difficult to let go, but a person can still forgive you. Okay? Good. He's a very wise man. Or I say wisdom from experience. He gathered wisdom from experience. It gives him wisdom. It's not about his education. You have an education to change. You can say Nyansa, he's a very wise man. Yeah. And so service to humanity. Say about sum. Do about sum nipa. That is AGYAPONG. They're making I'm not being partial. I said that's true, Nana. He cries on TV all the time. Yeah. Emotional endings are part of his life. Dude is a very strong man. Hey. But very emotional. I think it will be a bit me to see. The Kennedy no and information on I good horse. Now no. I said don't forget to say Kennedy number 9 or Henderson number 9, so it will cover the same thing. Young Japan no number 2 no. Number 2 no more harmony, more cooperation, more diplomacy, sensitivity, and then partnership. Until a very diplomatic person. And this before was so ODD. You guys don't know. MPP was so ODD because he know how to play a card very well. Yeah, he know how to play his card, or a very diplomatic person. And because of harmony, we in a town for crowd, I say, and this was about one. He'll still have chances. I'll bet him harmonize here. Obey the and somebody that deals with partnership. Then the opposite. So I say, yes, it's true, but he always cry. What about on TV? Okay. So, AGYAPONG is a peacemaker. Or the mediator. Or a very intuitive, emphatic, supportive, and very patient person. The guy's a peacemaker, will be a ultimate solves our problems, and he's the one. Or a mediator, be or bit me mediating a camera. Okay, very intuitive, will be a ultimate drain. Until you ban and now you'll be a one, what you're born here. Just by being around you, that's an intuition, bit means a coin per massive. Yeah, is there. Or a very emphatic, say the person, yeah, very emphatic. Or a supportive, say he can support all the people around himself, or a very generous person. So we know a very supportive person, and or a patient. Even though who is or a patient. Okay, so the challenge is indecisiveness. His challenge is indecisiveness, being very decisive on one thing. And then, Patrick, me jai, Muhammad Sana, me say, oh, no, maybe MPP. So, a challenge of indecisiveness, and the idea I have can Japan. A challenge for him, or a challenge to him. Indecisiveness. And a dependency. Say, Obetim didn't want to be sure and independent, you know, you are yes. Or then a trust in a show, I any pan fire later, depending on your phone. Yes. Or you're oversensitive. Oversensitivity. Anything I say about county a year, a soft for issue, how or conducted home, and that's issue by it. He is oversensitive to situations. They make a Japan, no? Okay. And it's a challenge for him to avoid conflict. Avoiding conflict is a challenge for Kenya Japan. He cannot avoid conflict. So avoiding conflict is a big challenge for him. So very difficult for him. Always he will find some conflict. Yeah. That is it. And he represents duality or her at the same time. Balance, especially when it comes to relationship. Or a family-oriented person, and he tried to bring them together. So these are the energy, the influences are our Kennedy on Hine Japan 992 and no and a yaboboso at the amount. But I do. Okan 9 no Eka 9 will be more 18. 18 no 18. 1 plus e be more 9. When the Japan 2 2 plus 9 be more 11. 11 is 1 plus 1, which is number 2. So I didn't Kennedy or any Japan a number 2. Yeah, the date of birth is 16th June 1960. 16 June 1960. Doka 16, Eka 6 and home, Eka 1960 and home. Ken a number 2. Number 2 people and come break. Then be a man for backbite and betrayers and come on. By the dealing in your number 2, so it is in harmony with his date of birth. So the number 2 is fighting for him. I say he doesn't want peace, violence always. No, within the MPP, you know, or more money person, even him say, at time some bank or phone tell he's the one that solved the matter. Yes, but it be so minimum. See, or more maybe within I may no be any direct contact be but I know that these stars will not lie. Do baby MPP no mobia minister when can I Japan a bit to me immediately and what money together. Yeah. So Kennedy or any Japan no and number 2, his date of birth now a man of 16th June 1916, so number 2. It means the 2 is giving him maximum energy to destroy anybody around him. Yeah. So anybody around him, now what will be destroyed now, is having 2 signs. These 2 energies will destroy anybody that try to destroy him. Okay. And then had there. Say you're back in Japan, so a year the date of birth now. 7/6 na kaboma na kokoma 2. You know, number 7 no age spirituality, introspection, analysis, wisdom, and seeking truth. So the 7th influence in Japan, even though about you know, deep down is soul, no, or you're very, very affiliated to spirituality, or you're very, very affiliated to mysticism. It is something about him you won't see outside. But I'm telling you, even though I don't know him, but 16th na no, and anything, or you're very affiliated to mystical things, to tradition, to custom, to norms. Yeah. So then kind of very introspective. A cast analysis. Being an analytical person, we are very analytical. And you know, wisdom. And is always seeking for truth. Correct. To be me try seeking for truth. That's it. But number 6 now, it makes him very responsible man. It makes him somebody who is very nurturing. Do one in China. Obama what did you go for man? So in a year we and a girl for Bibiana, he nurtures. Okay? Harmony. Service in love. In love or no, he will try to serve. Do more one in China or door mono. Excuse me, or best sacrifice. Almost he is a caregiver. He is a healer and a protector. When he's around a man from one in China, he would like to protect everybody. And will be any problem be or better try or better solve in a way. Okay? Or a very compassionate, or a very artistic, and or a very oriented, or a very fair, and or a very balanced. Okay? So the positives of number 6, you know, or a generous, very harmonious person, or a generous, so or a generous now, or man charitable, that kind of thing. But the challenges, you know, over responsibility. At times, you know, a Juman and a Jumanina offer. The BBI want to do everything. Over responsibility is one of the challenges of Kenya Japan. The onion a Juma cry no person ye. At the onion a responsibility cry no person ye because say open ye. Over responsibility is one of his challenges. He cannot stop any challenge. He's too responsible to even things that doesn't even matter to him. Over responsibility. And I'm meddling. Say a dear one session perform some. Yes. There's some sessions are now. Only as of Contoquande, only I have 4 Contoqua, only with me say meddling is always meddling into other issues. Babies will be no is meddling into it. And or a self-sacrifice. Okay? Self-sacrifice linked to home. Tembian okunuhu edemefi. Okunuhu edemefi. And or a family oriented. Obi a opabusuya. Okay? Opabusuya. So the baby mama said, no, we want to bring them together. Or a family oriented. And then beauty and unconditional love. He loves people, you know, from his heart. Did I hear to Abano air 31st January 2026? And number 6. But I dear Canada Japan. A year day I want on a Thursday. Now go ahead and lucky days now. Mondays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. So that you work in Japan, one of his lucky days. You work in Japan, the lucky numbers are 5, 6, and 9. That year to Abanankasa. That year to Abano number 6. So it means the day I year to Abano 31st January 2026 is a lucky day for Canada Japan. And that day near to Abano Ankasa Saturday. So all that I'm trying to say is Kennedy or Henia Japan number 2. Date of birth 16th June 1960 number 2. This energy is going to favor him. But as I am seeing, even though I know who is going to win, I'm not going to say here. I'm not going to do the matter. Huh? Obviously, I know that it's Kwame. Yes, Dine Baba on you, but Google. He was born on a Thursday. Your uncle will be over. Dine day from the Yomudia. Even Kwame and Kroma cry. I said, Dine and your Kwame, I'm going to Saturday. Kwame and Kroma. Okay? So at times I'm happy. So at times, in the beginning information, we go on Google, go and say different platforms, who don't bring the correct information. Okay? So the number 2 are any date of birth, 16th June 1960. And then it didn't Kennedy or Henia Japan number 2. This is going to play a major role in his life and a positive influence for him during the election. But our dear Kennedy Japan, the colors, green, yellow, and orange. Obviously, it's yellow. Why it tells you born? Okay, why it tells you born? So the color no green, yellow, and orange. And then you know, say or say green, or say yellow and as orange, it is going to have serious impact during this election. The alphabet a bit me are projecting into the Kodia official a PKRG. PKRG. If he operates with this alphabet in regards to election now, a bit to me I favor so much. At the end of the day, no, I know the person who is going to win the election just based on what I have done with this. But I'm not going to mention him. Who you will be at the making, you know, follow the year now, you're very sensitive, very smart, we are very intuitive. Who be who baby directions on echo. I won't mention him. And then we many will be ekasai. Many ni pa kasai, you know. I said, Nana, na election will call and say, Abeko saying, me say, see, I may no kasai and nay, me check BAWUMIA. Ene kenene Japan gabe wo muntemun enduru 5%. Yeah. Uti nipa making or no one of these candidates no more big supporter or person more winning den. O say na now here women when the be me say baby a de near me no ka say 28 fee a me chaki no ni obe winning no gab no 2 to 5% near me no ka say, and on 31st before 30th before me talk about 31st so may another last calculation but me will be samia say me fan numerology nto nche ti o ka say me fan numerology nto nche na me fa me position as dumesu yankoso hene nto nche me fa me position as the leader of Transformation 108 Foundation and Tuncheng. Na menkasa me kasama me say Jnana. BAWUMIA and Ken. Why na me pesa nipa no onwene a. Eno de metimi akama adwen a kyerɛw. You should understand say ye nipa nti at times no the stars and the correct can e bia na ye mpene saa because e bia na ba bia ye feelings wo ba bia ye ntia say wo no nya ho na ekɔ. Yes. Me say, as an individual, we are numerologist, we are astrologer. Obeti me calculation in na say every. Baby ade na nkasa ekɔ no wankasa ompe. Wankasa ompe. But eno na stars neka. Ntuka se me mfa me position as nkoso hin of dumesu yantonchen. Na me mfa me position as a Transformation 108 Foundation founder any leader Antonchen. Now beside me say me ankasa say Jnana me pa chaw kenene Japan ne BAWUMIA omumu hwan na wo bepe say only dia me ka say I would prefer say kenene Japan nka onwene my business here and you're different from what the stars are saying. My church was star num. Obviously don't say it. My coming saying. Tell me again any. Apart from be as a many MPP, many this, you know, as an individual, I meet my can. But stars and they can ask them. You know their calculation. When answer said they were gone. What they mean fan to change say me yen koso hin to change. Men fan to change say me the founder of Transformation 108 in to change. Now beside me as Jnana as an individual. I'm going to give you my reasons. I am going to give you my own reasons. Me say yeah, the stars are not to change. Yeah, and one thing a man can Japan so that number one or ballot, so that's what the Google catch them. So that number one. Shadio, yeah, calculation no numerology me that to change. Yeah, but me as an individual and who beside me say can Japan any BAWUMIA. Why na me person winning? I make us me say Canada Japan or winning. It's not because say there's any perfection in Canada Japan, but I believe say Nana Akufo-Addo a better so from 2017 all the way to 2024. BAWUMIA was an integral part of that governance system. Within that 8 years. Baby a Ghana 3 year baby do yen. So we are no krakani now when you're partisan politics, you will know say Ghana equality so many years. Me name Canada Japan. And you know me, Jnana, me not because I need anything from anybody. My name BAWUMIA, but I tell you, BAWUMIA is a very smart, intelligent man. I'm being sincere with you. At times people seem to when I say, oh, Dimyan, something share. You don't know that BAWUMIA guy is smart. He is a very intelligent man. On your stupid, he is so learned. This is the truth. I'll tell you. Me, you know, I'll make kind of natural. BAWUMIA is a smart man. He's a very intelligent man. But I'll catch them and say, me as Jnana, BAWUMIA can when I'm a person only lead the MPP, maybe in the future, maybe obey me about when I be president, I'll be Bugana Maya. Make us a me as an individual. Not say the stars in it and change. Not say me young Kosohin would do Monsieur. Not say me the founder of Transformation 100 Foundation. But as Jnana an individual, I make us a person can. Yeah. Maybe I told me my blogger be a mefaha and got to abundant testing. My kind stars in every. I'm telling you, I read the stars. My go through, we will be away faster. I'll be who the ambassador check. Yeah, and it's starting there. Maybe the months is starting there because starting there, the waka. Okay, so they make an old check here. And they are yet 28 fee, me check in it. And then, or more garbono air 2 to 5%. And you're big, extra. You know, ultimately, more than fast, I'll be to me a buffer. Yeah, the stars not to change. Stars are not in nature now, you're meaning to control. They're not to change. So I'm so now, me, I'm them because what of Dumasia. There's I am for any politics, and so many are twinching. And what you saw me, the Coca see any my final transformation 108 Foundation. I am the founder and the leader. And also, you were NDC for my people for Momon, and so many are twinching. But now I'm coming to me as an individual, Jnana Chakshus Das. I would prefer say, Canada Japan and winning. The India makers are say. MPP governance system no year 2017 to 2024. Maybe some of you guys, you don't sit down to analyze. The American you wouldn't get it. But be a Ghana free you could do year and sana years 2025. Who need any idea? My more example. 2017. Metofie bi ewo kwabenya school junction. A 3-bedroom with a very nice company. It's a beautiful place. A 3-bedroom house. 2017, as I'm making. Meto a field 320,000 Ghana cedis. I say, before you boldly say Ken will win. Now you have hired a lawyer. Oh, no. I didn't say second candidate was going to win. They may count at that time in second Japan should not go on independent. Because you're too many we are no be who the reason to America. And don't get me wrong. Whatever is going to happen in the election, by second never win you, say BAWUMIA never win you. Can the Japan still have integral power in the MPP because of competition or the BAWUMIA and the BAWUMIA so they man. You should understand that. And the idea 2017 me to fear 3 bedrooms. Ewo kwabenya school junction. Me to fear no tie ni so mo politics na mo there na BAWUMIA fa kana fa no mo fan 20 na mo tie de make. I bought a house of 3-bedroom. Nice house. Automated gate, CCTV camera will feel hall, na security fencing. Boho will feel hall. All the 3 bedrooms in now come with toilet and bath. Your kitchen back on your living room can see air condition with dining in a and a wall guest toilet and bath. Me 320,000 Ghana cedis. That is 3.2 billion. 2017 first quarter of the year. See I am no say I want 2026. Make I say okay, I'm going to start my you could be 2024. You be 2024 no. If you are meton last year, a year 2024, November, December, 4 bedrooms, metono $160,000. as a 3-bedroom na e be ka meto na be $120,000. That time na dollar no what 17 cedis no na $100,000 no 1.7 million. The 200,000 that's no be kan ho a na ke say almost 2 million Ghana cedis. If you are meto no 2017 na 320,000 Ghana cedis. Tieniye. After 8 years, no say few krona no. Oh ta, overturn almost 2 million Ghana. That should tell you, baby, a Ghana free year from 2017, basically 2024. Around 2016, yeah, baby, na dollar no around 4.2. Tieniye. And into no big $100,000. Now be amount something around 420,000. See, 420,000. Yeah, by about 2016 because never done what 4.2 something. Yeah, by about 2024 no. Na dollar no it was 17. To be $100,000. A be amount 1.7 million. Tieniye 17 billion all cities. But 2016 no $900,000 no only 4 billion. And then for these 8 years no baby a Ghana jump ko dru no. Some of you mo nyesa analysis we tell me MPP name me NDC nti no an ehwehwe but I saw say from 2016 ebesi ta 2024 baby a Ghana jump free year tikoye no. So you be a wo hwe no ma year. You will understand say Ghana got a very bad experience. Tell me say BAWUMIA was part of the MPP governance system now from 2016 now 2017 to 2020 no. And it's such a person now so close to the governance system no. On minor course no. So no say on the AGYAPONG about the contest here. Personally as an individual, I prefer say AGYAPONG on one personal life in Ghana has said, oh, Juma be around that. Or no afan crofo or then or say another forget global crisis. I mean can the credential. And Ghana corner never go through global crisis. No. The crisis was everywhere. But the Ghana city was there a baller from 4 point something up to 17 Ghana city. No. Yes. And the crisis you call a lot of things move COVID the moon and one. Yes. But that was too bad. And to me, as somebody that's very analytical, no, I feel say no. Even though BAWUMIA, I believe say, oh, you're very smart, or you're very intelligent. He's a smart guy. But when it comes to governance system, they see here from 2017 to 2024. So only BAWUMIA, only can as me as an individual, not as the Ayebiafo Jnana and Kosohene, not as a numerologist or a palmist or an astrologer. Not as a leader of transformation, not me and Kasa as an individual. I say, I prefer say, can AGYAPONG enko.